Hello gamers, this is Mew. Today's video will be about me undertaking the 50k novel in a month challenge. AKA it is technically Nanowrimo, but I'm doing it under a different name because a lot of drama. I'm not gonna get into it, but there is a good video that Savvy Writes Books or something like that. She made a whole video interviewing people that experience the downfall of Nanowrimo. I'll leave that in the description. But if you're here for the drama, you are in the wrong place because I don't really feel like talking about the drama. That's not what my channel is for, and it probably will never be a place for drama. But anyways, okay. So, I will be undertaking the 50k novel in a month challenge. That's what I'm going to be calling it. There isn't really seem to be an officially accepted, alternative name. This is, completely divorced, I'm trying to make it divorced from the original Nanowrimo, hopefully by doing a different name and not using the website at all. It's good, it's fine. I hope. So like I said, the aim of the game or challenge, I guess, is to write a 50k novel in a month. So for this, originally I was planning on writing this story called A Blinding Light. It's would be focused on this side OC I've made. I haven't really talked about her before because she's a side character, but her name is The Blinding. She has a different name, but that's the one that I call her by mostly. And she's the right-hand woman to God, but it's basically detailing her experiences. I'm not going to talk about it that much because it's a lot of spoilers. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Instead, you may know I have 4 stories that I've mentioned on this channel. And I have this story called Keiko Kuromiya. Basically, an Irish-Japanese girl moves to Japan and actually learns about her Japanese heritage and stuff. But there's a fuck ton of Kuchisake Onna just in her new town. So she and her new best friend in Japan, Minato, end up deciding to figure out what that's about. But yeah. It's a Percy Jackson inspired kind of book. You know, yeah, mythology. So, I planned originally to do 5 books. That's when I was really, really into it. I'm still not sure if I want to do that, but I do think I want 2 books at minimum. 5 books would be probably the maximum. But I started it in 2022 as something to do in school when I didn't have anything else to do, but also I can't write Kingdoms in school because Kingdoms is probably has stuff that would get me flagged by my school for writing about. Keiko Kuromiya is very chill, but I found while Kingdoms has a lot going on at all times, Keiko Kuromiya just does not have that much, so I struggled writing it, and eventually I just kind of stopped working on it for the most part. But I don't know, something when I was writing down and writing new chapters and thinking about it, something happened and it's reignited this spark that I haven't had for Keiko Kurumi in a long time, and it's so fun. It's been a while since I've actually written. I feel writing for first drafts is a whole different thing for writing for revisions, and it's fun to be writing a new fresh book of new first draft, But all that to say, I decided that instead of working on a blinding light, while it is fun to explore and stuff, the problem is it is like it's like a spin-off of a spin-off. Because that is a spin-off of Dee and Lily, and Dee and Lily is a spin-off of Kingdoms. So, I feel like maybe I should finish Kingdoms and Dee and Lily before I work on a spin-off of a spin-off. But Keiko Kuromiya, the sequel, is something that's like a little like feels closer because I'm actually very close to finishing the first draft of Keiko Kuromiya, and I'm very excited. Will I finish it in time for Nanowrimo? Who knows? But But I only kind of have a plot for this one. For Keiko Kuromiya 2, basically Keiko and Minato are trying to. Now there's a Jorogumo, which is kind of like a spider lady. I'm not looking at my notes right now, but like there's a Jorogumo. But the thing is, with this story, like basically, also spoilers for Keiko Kuromiya. If you want, don't watch this video yet. Go read the book first. Anyway, spoilers. Basically, by the end of book 1, Keiko Kuromiya and Minato find themselves, basically, they start working for this organization that tries to both protect, but also fight against yokai. It kind of depends on the situation, but, they both have their own job titles. Keiko is a protector, so, like, she protects yokai. It's self-explanatory. While Minato, he basically, like, records information on yokai and, like, compiles information, and he like goes out and like makes sure like, hey, this yokai apparently does this. Is that true, or is that like a myth or something? But with this Jorogumo, those two are definitely not qualified to be fighting this thing. So they're conducting interviews and trying to find someone to join the team. And yeah. So that is what I'm going to be writing for the 50k novel challenge. This is like it is a sequel to my Nanowrimo video from like about a year ago. And I was trying to come up with a different way to record this, but ultimately I do like the everyday just filling you in on my word count, how I'm feeling, writing it, and giving a quote, but now this is a story that you'll hopefully be seeing soon. I had to re-record this intro thing because it was 19 minutes long, and that was ridiculous, but now it's more manageable. Okay. I will get back to you once I actually start the challenge. It's not November yet, but it will be there soon. Alright, let's go. Oof, I almost completely forgot about this. So, first day of 50k novel month, whatever else I said this was going to be called, I don't even know, man. But, yeah, so, definitely didn't feel like anything too crazy. Compared to, like, the story, that I've been really into writing right now, which is the first Keiko Kuromiya story, The Cut-Face Woman. It's a little bit difficult because, like, with Keiko Kuromiya, I do have way more ideas, mostly, like, because, like, I actually thought out the whole story. We're at the end, and I keep getting, like, new ideas as I keep writing. But the second book, I don't have as much ideas. Do I have enough to float me through writing this entire book for the whole month? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm gonna also try to, like, add to it, but today I wrote 1,730 words, which is slightly over, like, the daily, minimum that you're said to do, or it's, like, kind of supposed to do, but not exactly, but, it's hard to explain. Let's read a quote. Minato's great-grandma, Naoko, Naoko? I don't remember how to pronounce that. And Kagami stepped in and are now raising him more than his parents ever did. Okay, I didn't technically do all that stuff on my own, but I feel like I kind of helped somehow. It felt significant enough to mention, so out of context, that sounds extremely weird, but in context, it'll make more sense. Oh, also, the idea with like Keiko Kurumiya, I probably said it before, but like it was kind of inspired with like Percy Jackson, and like having like mythology and like folklore, and maybe not folklore, but like it's kind of inspired by that. And I was like taking a page out of the Percy Jackson book for like the title is a bit sorta. For now, um, we're calling this book The Octopus God. It's not. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it or not. Honestly, I'm still not sure if I'm keeping the cup face woman either, because it is kind of wordy and a bit silly. But I haven't thought of anything better to describe Akuchi Sakaona. I don't know if I'll talk about why I'm calling it the Octopus God, but I'm not even sure if I'm keeping the plot point that is the reason why I'm even calling this the Octopus God to begin with, so, you know. Anyway, that is it for day 1. Off to a pretty good start. I'm hoping maybe with For the Words, which not sponsored by the way. I would love them to sponsor me though. I don't think I'm there in my YouTube journey to get sponsorships though, but you know, with like I've probably also mentioned this before, but with For the Words, it's like pretty easy to bang out words. I feel like just writing on a Google Doc, I don't think that works for me anymore. I like using For the Words. Please sponsor me For the Words. Okay, I'm gonna stop before this becomes like a For the Words endorsement. Maybe that should be a video I could do. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Now on to day 2. Hello, it is day 2 of the 50k novel November challenge / Nanowrimo. Still am not sure which I'm gonna be using, to be honest. But today was like a little bit harder because I did have something to do, because I went over to my aunt's house and we had dinner, which was nice. I really thought I was gonna be able to finish writing before we went there, but I guess not. Even though it had like an hour, I guess, I don't know, wasn't enough time. And I also went out, like, I did some shopping I've been meaning to do, because I have like Christmas and birthdays coming up for 2 of my sisters, so I want to get that done. So, yeah. But in the end, I did actually write, and I think I did well. I wrote 1,838 words for this 50k novel November challenge. And I didn't pick out a quote. I need to remember to pick out quotes before remembering. Let me just scroll. Okay. Okay, here's one. Great. The police are incompetent here. They didn't do squat whenever I talk to them. I doubt they won't be helpful again. You can still try though, I guess. And you get absolutely no context for that. Unless you are in the future and you read the story I wrote for Nano. If so, hi. Yeah. That was my experience for day 2. I'm hoping I'll continue to keep writing more than I need to. So, if I just keep overwriting and overwriting, by the time we're in like the final stretch, I won't have much to be, or I won't have to write as much. So, you know, maybe on one day when I'm like bored, maybe I'll just go extra hard and like do like 3,000 words in a day or something. I don't know. Anyway, I've been waiting for a day to like actually edit stuff for this video, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, bye. Okay, so for day 3, I was not able to record an update. But, so for day 3, I wrote 2,091 words. I'd say I ended up writing way more than I thought, mostly because, like, with For the Words, it's like a thing where it's like D&D, where, like, you're fighting monsters by, like, writing a certain amount of words. And it was either, like stop writing and end at 1,000 or write more and do another 1,000. So I just decided I'll do another 1,000. Why not, you know? But yeah. Okay, I wrote the entirety of chapter 2 like yesterday. Okay. Once again, I need to actually think through the quotes I read a bit more. I just look through again. Okay, so here's the one I'm reading for day 3. I nodded, then backed up a bit. Well, we have an NDA of sorts, but the short of it is that we have a part-time job that has us kind of busy after school, in addition to the homework we already have to do, but that's why we can't really divulge much. And I just realized I made a mistake with my writing here. Okay, I fixed that. And then for today, I wrote 1,685 words. I was able to start and finish chapter 3, and then get started a bit on chapter 4. Okay, what's an interesting quote? Okay, for day 4, this is the quote I will be reading. None of them are interested in working for the yokai organization as a fighter. Well, they have actually retained their fighting abilities from when they were actually in their revenge state. They feel uncomfortable doing more fighting unless necessary. I think it's a guilt thing. They're scared that they'll hurt yokai, thinking they're evil when in reality they're good, just misunderstood or something. Which I get, but now we've been set back again. And that's it for day 3 and 4. Hopefully tomorrow I don't fall behind again, at least in the video department. The writing is going very smoothly, actually, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's it.
I am not in a mood to record, so bought voiceover today. For day 5, I wrote 1,758 words. Oh man, what a busy week. We've set up interviews with everyone, but they won't happen until next week. And next week, we have one interview every day. Normally, I would be fine with this kind of thing, but I don't know, man. It's kinda tiring me out just thinking about it.
Hello, day 8 of the 50K novel challenge. I wrote 1,692 words. And today's quote is this. And then something I didn't expect to happen happened. Hotene hugged Minato, and he hugged back. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I don't want to alert my mom. But, I realized that, honestly, I am probably going to, be able to finish this book because it's really short. Because the thing with Keiko Kodomiya is that I had to set up a lot of stuff. So with this, there's not much setting up compared to that. And I've mostly just been, like, finishing a chapter and then starting the next one. So probably by, like, next week, I'll probably finish this. Afterwards, my plan is to actually finish the first book, which it's still in, like, the end game, but I think, like, probably if I work on it for 50K novel challenge, it's probably going to be done, hopefully. The first book, I think it's, like, in the 100,000, which I didn't expect. At least last I checked. Maybe it's more, Or maybe it's less. I don't know. I don't think it's more, actually. It's more likely to be less, if anything. I'm actually gonna look just right now. Okay, actually, it's like 46,000. Okay. I was way off. But, yeah. What else? Oh. And because if I finished this, second book, oh, and by the way, I don't know if I revealed the name of this. It's called Keiko Kurumiya and the Man-Eating Spider. I don't know if I said it before. And originally it was gonna be the Octopus God, but I took out the plot point that made me name it that in the first place, so I have to change it. I do like the Octopus God though, so maybe I'll reuse that for a different story. Maybe I can just write a story around that title. Who knows? If I made a book like that, would you buy it? Anyway, since I'm probably finishing both book 1 and book 2 of Keiko Kuromiya, which would be really nice actually, because then I can work on them and stuff. I'm probably gonna be able to start A Blinding Light, which was originally what I was planning on writing. Probability of me finishing that is like 0 though, because that's like a really big story. But how much plot? Okay, I wrote like 5 chapters of like 5 summaries for 5 chapters. So I'm not gonna add to that unless I do finish the second book, which it's probably gonna happen. But who knows? Who knows? There's no guarantees in life and stuff. But yeah, that's day 8. Having a good time with Nano. I'm ahead of the game. So, Anyway, that's it. Bye. Whoopsies, I once again forgot to update you guys on my progress, so, we're just gonna quickly go over days 9 and 10. So for day 9, I wrote 1,774 words, and for day 10, I wrote 1,683 words. I'm not gonna give you a quote for both days, I'll just, let me just grab a quote. Once again, I need to actually pick these out beforehand instead of just looking and scrolling around. Anyway, I think I found one. Watene stood still for a moment. I grimaced, catching Minato's eye, as if to say, well then, guess we lost a friend because of how unreal this sounds. Well, at least that's what I hope got across to him. And today is currently day 11. I will update you guys on that later, assuming I don't forget again. I'll try my best. I'm sorry. I keep, I don't know, it keeps, getting late. I think, yesterday specifically, I was kind of struggling. I don't know. The words were not wording. I was having trouble, but I figured it out, so we're fine. It's fine now. But, yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh, yeah. Based on how things are going, I mean, with this book, I only planned, 10 chapters, because, with the first book, I had to set up a lot. For this, not really. I finished chapter 8. I'm working on chapter 9, and then chapter 10 is next. And with the way things are going, so far, for the most part, I've been finishing up the previous chapter I'm working on and then starting a new one. So, if all goes well, within, the next couple days, I'll probably be finished with this. And my plan is, if that hopefully happens, I'm going to work on the first Keiko Kuromiya novel because, like I said, still not done. Almost there. It's been almost there for probably a month or so because I've been working on it every day just because I really want to and I was having a lot of fun. But, and because the first book of Keiko Kuromiya is almost done, I think, what am I doing on the book 1? Yeah. working on chapter 15, and then chapter 16 is left. Right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm probably gonna finish the first book too, so I will eventually be able to work on the thing I said I was gonna work on, Blinding Light, which is a spin-off of a spin-off. But yeah. Um so gonna hopefully get a lot done if everything goes well. And I'm really enjoying it. I think like afterwards though, I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do for Keiko Kurumiya, because I have 2 finished books. But yeah. So guess who completely forgot again? That was me. God dang it. I'm gonna stop letting myself go outside before I like get stuff done for this video. But anyways, so for day 11, I actually I wrote like the above my daily limit a little bit like earlier. I wrote 1,647 words. And then so the thing with Nanowrimo is that like a lot of the former like groups, like after like the whole like dramas that kept, or not dramas, controversies kept happening, a lot of them like just broke off and like started and became like independent and like did like their own thing. So I'm also kind of participating in the stuff that my local group is doing. Um so they had a write-in the first week of this. I completely forgot about it, but this time I actually remembered, so I made it a point to actually go there. It was like me, the lady that runs it, and then another person. Um, so it was tiny, but we had fun. I was more a listener than a chatter, but I wrote another 779 words. I was debating on like actually, and if I should like work on uh my novel for this or something else, but I don't know. Anyway, that was yesterday. Today I wrote 1,655 words, and here's today's quote. I just remember that Hotene also almost got arrested, but I decided to just not mention it. My mom already seemed extremely anxious and furious, and it wasn't a good idea for me to just contribute to that, so it seemed safer I just not mention it. And sure, she did find out about it later, but it was better her fears be alleviated. And now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to edit this video until I'm all caught up, and then I will go outside and do the other stuff I want to do. Yeah. Look, guys, I'm actually remembering to record this time. I think I might be connected to my headphones. Oopsies. Anyway, today I wrote 1,588 words, and today's quote is this. Hotene's mom dropped her fork. 101? How old are you? Today, the cleaning lady came, and I thought I would actually like get more stuff done, because like when she comes, like I just like stay in my room, because she's here to do a job. I don't want to get in the way of her doing her job, right? And I always think, oh, I'm gonna get so much done because I won't be stopping in the middle of stuff to get exercise done, but then I don't, because I just get distracted, and then it happened like a bunch more times, because I wrote a bit before I went to exercise, and then afterwards I was gonna write again, but then I got distracted because I ate, and then I was like planning on writing again, but then I got hungry again, so I went to eat. But yeah, it's done. I think looking at my numbers, I'm probably gonna have to write again. Or not again. I'm gonna probably be writing more, I guess. Cause like there's like a certain like word count you're like supposed to be up at, and I'm not gonna be hitting that, so whatever. Anyway, that's all for today's update. So, yeah. Hello, it is day 14 of the 50K Novel November Challenge. Today I wrote 1,570 words. Or no, sorry, I wrote 1,596 words. And the quote for today is this. No, Honor himself was fine. I think I just wasn't right for the job. Plus, we're kind of expected to take on an extremely feminine form whenever we granted boons, and I'm just not comfortable in hyper feminine fashion. I dress more androgynous or masculine. Whatever I dress in my more human like forms, it's not really feminine, I can say that for sure. Probably, at least. I don't know exactly what it'd be counted as. For today, as you know, I write with For the Words. It helps me stay motivated, and it actually like makes me like motivated and want to sit down and bang out like 1,000 words in a very short time period. You know, it's like the best. It's like the best way I've found to write a lot in a short time. You know, because literally nothing else I've ever done but like trying to write whenever I had free time, writing in a specific time period. Although if I'd like treated it more like a sprint, I guess it could have worked. But nothing else I've done has ever really worked for me except for the words, and I love it. Would love if they should sponsor me. I don't think they do sponsorships, but you know, if you want to sponsor me for the words, hello, I'm waving at you. Anyway, uh, but yeah, like I've said before, the whole like thing is it kind of like makes writing a game. You have to write, you like pick monsters to fight against, and word counts basically equal like kind of like fighting them. Like if you write 100 words, you'll defeat this enemy. Well, I'm like doing because they also have quests. I'm doing this. I'm doing the main quests because like there's other quests you can do. I just want to get the main stuff out of the way first. And one of the main quests, it wanted me to write 4,444 words, and I'm gonna be real, I was already like okay, if I was I already wrote a bit of words, like I think it was like 1,000. So once I hit like the word count I wanted to for today, I was like not I didn't really want to do 4,444 words in one sitting. I want a break. So I decided instead uh um so like because this is like a kind of like a fighting game or like a gamified way of writing, I guess. Um, they have potions, I guess, that you can use to like knock down the word count. So, I literally just found this out today, but I used those, and you know, I had enough potions to the point where I was able to just completely like once I hit the word count I wanted to, I was able to just use the potions to defeat the monster, which was the rain goddess. Or was it the rain goddess? It was some kind of goddess. So, you know, I am very close to finishing the book I started for the 50K Novel November Challenge. Even though it's not even halfway yet, we're like halfway through the challenge is like literally tomorrow. But, you know, I'll be happy to have written and started and finished a novel. Because last year, which was the first year I did it actually for real, I have done Nanowrimo like before, but it was mostly just like inputting my word count into the program whenever I was actually writing, which I don't know. Past few years it didn't work. Last year it did kind of work. But also I had like school. But now I don't have school, so I can like focus on this challenge and the other stuff I actually want to do instead of doing school bullshit. Man, I'm so happy to be out of school. I don't I don't want to go back to college, man. The only college I would ever I'm thinking of maybe applying, I think it was either like Full Sail or SCAD, but those are expensive. So, God. Anyway, is there anything else I wanted to say? So yeah, I will probably be finishing up the first book of Keiko Kurumiya. I'm probably like definitely gonna be like adding to the man-eating spider because it's sitting at like that 20,000 something word count, and I don't know. It's too early to tell if like I wrote enough or there's stuff to do. I mean, I'm probably gonna add to it eventually, but it is kind of silly because like the second book is like 20,000 something. The first is more like almost like 50,000. But anyways, I've been rambling too long about this, so that is it for day 14. Hello, it is day 15 of 50K Novel November. Hooray! Today I wrote 276 for the man-eating spider, and I actually finished the man-eating spider. So I got to pivot over to the first Keiko Kurumiya book, The Cup-Faced Woman, and that was 1,405 to make a grand total of 1,681 for today. So yippee, I finished both of them in one day too, so that's really awesome. And next up, I will be starting A Blinding Light. That quote, I just saw a quote. Okay, here's today's quote. Ow, what kind of name is Minato Boy? And yeah, not much else to say. I only have like 5 chapters written for A Blinding Light, so I have a bit of work I'm gonna have to do, but that's okay. Hello, it is day 16 of the 50K Novel November Challenge. Sorry, I don't have access to any of my stats for today, but I need to do that. Let me just check. So today I wrote 1,726 words, and I saw a quote. Okay. Here's the quote I chose for today. She frowned at the thought of the abandonment, but she looked up at God. Okay, sure, I'll work under you, she said as she laid on the ground, arms spread out, feeling the fluffy clouds underneath her like the coziest blanket in the world. And you get absolutely no context for that. So today, said this yesterday, but I finished both the first and the second chapter of Keiko Kurumiya. So I decided to move on to A Blinding Light as I planned. But I do think if I feel like it or I just don't have enough stuff to be writing A Blinding Light, I may write for Kingdoms 2 a bit. But I don't know. Not sure. We'll have to see how things pan out. But I think yesterday I did struggle a bit. But for this, like once I got into it, I was into it. So yeah, it's fun to explore fresh new stories. I wasn't expecting to be working on a spinoff of a spinoff, but I did, and I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm excited to see where this takes me. I'm already kind of thinking about what I'll do next year. Who knows? Maybe next year I'll do fan fiction. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, that's it. Hello, it is day 17 of the 50K Novel November Challenge. Today I wrote 1,577 words, and today's quote is this. My true form is incomprehensible to anyone that isn't a god, so I chose this one to use when I'm around angels or other non-god beings. I can change this form or take on new ones as I please. I thought I nailed the perfect form, but I guess I have more adjustments to make. Anyway, let's get you a bedroom. Sorry, I have to be quiet. I was kind of interrupted, but anyways, it's been a lot easier. I keep thinking that I'm gonna lose steam since like the Blinding Light I only have like summaries for like 5 chapters, but it's actually going well. Probably helps that the way I have the one character, like the way she acts, just prompts like a lot of like questions and answers and a lot of words. So, yeah. Doing good. Hello, it is me, and it's day 18 of the 50K Novel November Challenge. So for today, I wrote 1,486 words. I am gonna be attending another write-in tonight, so, probably update this later. I don't know if I'll update it with audio or just in the text, so just pay close attention. And let me get a quote. I feel like I saw a quote. Once again. Oh, yes, I found one. Okay. The blinding nodded. I've only been alive for, what, a day? Maybe a few more at most? Will I also get to have a life separate from God? I really hope so. I honestly, I think, when I decided to do Keiko Kurumiya, I was, happy to work on that. Wasn't as excited to work on the blinding light, but now that I'm actually working on it, I'm having fun. It's just a shame that it's a spin-off of a spin-off, so I'm probably not going to release this until very far in the future. This and Dia and Lily are books that are probably going to need, a lot of work, because I plan to have a lot going on. Whether I'd make them, one big long book, or make them into two separate books, remains to be seen. I'll have to see how things turn out, So, anyway, that's it for day 18. Hello, everyone. It is Mew. It is day 19 of the 50K Novel November month. And today I wrote 1,479 words. And here's today's quote. The woman that was sitting next to the raven stood up and smiled. There was a certain air of grace and regality to her as she approached the blinding with an outstretched hand, which the blinding shook. Hi, Corvia Megalos. I'm his goddess, I guess. It makes more sense, though, to say I'm his mom, though. She pinched the raven's cheeks. So, I feel like I'd say this, every time, but I'm, really getting to writing this, and I'm having a lot of fun. I have a lot of big plans for this book. I'm probably, no way I'm getting to all of them this Nanowrimo period, but, I don't know if I'll be working on this or the spin-off that this was spun off of from for a while. I honestly, next Nanowrimo, probably more likely to work on Kingdoms 3 or the third Keiko Kurumiya book. If I want to start, if I want to write a book, from, the start and either finish or, get to 50K words by the end of November. I don't know, I'm talking about my plans for next year, but I'm thinking about it, just thinking about stuff people might want me to do for this. So, anyway, that is all. Hello, it is day 20 of the 50K Novel November month, and today I wrote 1,874 words. Once again, it's been 20 days of this, and I still don't think to actually pick out a quote before I read, but okay. I have an idea, I know kind of what I want to read, but okay. This is what I'll read. The blinding paused. She stared at the table before looking up at them. This isn't right. If I can catch God, I'll talk to him about this and sort it out. I wrote a lot more than I expected. Because write the words. For the words has this thing where you and another person can, write and, fight a boss together, right? The one I was doing was, 999. I already did, 400 words. So I thought I would probably only need to fight it once, but I had to fight it twice. Because I got distracted a little bit, but nothing too big. But anyways, yeah, I wrote a little bit extra today. I'm getting a little bit competitive. Um, there's someone in my like little writing group that's already finished the challenge. Good for them, but I want to be in first place. I'm probably, but with the speed I'm going, I'm probably not going to be in first place, but I want to be in first place. But anyways, yeah, that's it for day 20. Hello, day 20 of 50k novel November. I wrote 1,619 words today, and today's quote is this: "I'm so bitter they ran out of pork chops." The raven frowned as he crossed his arms. I don't have much else to say, so that's it. Hello, it is day 22 of sorry. I guess I'm not using that name. I don't know. Still not sure if whether I should keep using that, but sorry. Today is day 22 of 50k novel November. Today I wrote 1,505 words, which was exactly the amount of words I needed to like hit the minimum. Today is a busy day, so anyway. Here's today's quote. I mean, you are the most unusual of all the gods. Deities, I guess, would be more appropriate. I didn't even think there was any female deities to begin with, to be honest. My god said they didn't, even though he clearly exists. I am a bit curious about all these other deities, to be honest, described Orchid. Hello, gamers, it's Mew. I'm gonna keep this brief because I had a busy and very long day, and I have two other things that are not like huge, but I want to try to get to them. So today I wrote 1,000 and of course I'm not prepared at all. I wrote 1,589 words, and today's quote is this: I could just make my own, I think at least, not sure if it's restricted or anything. Well, no harm in trying. I might need to start with having people to actually convince to join my faction, though. Obviously, the Raven already has his own faction, but the Obedient also already has her own. Maybe Kandake has her own? Maybe talking to God about this wouldn't be so bad idea. Even if things have gone a bit rocky between us. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. I wonder where he is right now. And that's it. Hello again. It is day 24 of the 50k novel November challenge. Today's quote is this: "Unlike last time, God still remained angry. You would be better off doing as I say than to challenge me, otherwise I can always find another one to replace you. Perhaps Kandake would be good. What do you think?" Somehow I straight up forgot to tell you today's word count, so for day 24, I got 1,578 words. Yeah, that's it. Hello, it is day 25 of the 50k novel November challenge. Today I wrote 1,568, sorry. And today's quote is this, if I can find it. Wow, so that's 20 existing factions. That's so many to choose from. How can I even pick just one? People don't just believe in solely one thing all their lives. That's not how it works at all. I get behind the Imperial Purple faction or the Taffy Pink faction. Taffy Pink is a weird name, though. What even is Taffy Pink, anyway? Maybe let's ask God. I think I'll have a good opinion on this, the blinding thought after she read through all the different factions. Sorry, I'm super whispery today. I feel like I'm being watched and unable to talk much. But, Hello, it is day 26 of the 50k novel November challenge. Today I wrote 1,188 words. Yesterday I actually... Oh wait, no, what? I thought I put more into... Huh? Well, yesterday I definitely went back and I put in more words. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so yesterday, on Mondays, my writing group, because I was in a group for the place I live back when I was still participating in Nanowrimo, and I joined a Discord, but now we're independent, and my group has like write-ins. It's like me, the owner, and like one other person, so it's very small, but it's very nice, and I was able to write like another 1,500, so the total, according to, for the words at least, is 3,189. So that's nice. Apparently I did not update um the stuff for yesterday though, which is annoying, but whatever. Um anyway, yeah. That's what I wrote today. Let's just read the quote today. As expected, not much seemed to be open. She walked around, her stomach loudly growled, begging for food. Ugh, we're out of fruit. I can't hunt, and I don't want to lose my way home early this morning. I can barely cognitively walk around right now either. Ugh. I guess I'll just wander out the food places in town and hope I can get something. Wait, I have money, right? Okay, that's it. Thank you.
I literally can't record so text to speech for today. Today I wrote 741 words. Here's today's quote. Oh, well, I had that knowledge when I was spawned. It's weird. I wasn't created. And that's it, lol.
Hello, gamers. It is Mew. It is day 28 of the 50k Novel November challenge. And today I literally just wrote down, okay, I wrote 747 words for a blinding light. And today's quote is this: the necklace had black string, which was extremely thick and sturdy, so no chance of it snapping, thankfully. And at the end was a flat white circular pendant of sorts. The blinding held it up, and so it had her name, the White Faction. And yeah, getting really close to the end, and I'm excited. I mean, I've only officially really done this last year, if you watched my video on this before. But I'm enjoying myself, but I'm also excited to finish because I can feel the ideas slowly starting to dry up. So the blinding light will definitely need editing when I actually pick it up again. Whoa. When or what that will be for, I can't tell you because I don't know, but But yeah, that's it. It was also Thanksgiving today, so it is 9:43. Yeah, that's it. Hello, it is me, day 29 of the 50k Novel November challenge. Today I just had it, 736 words. And here's today's quote. The blinding eyes widened. I asked God if he could find me proof of the Raven and Corvia being bad people, but it seems I can only find evidence that God isn't good. Is it even true, though? And no context for that. But yeah, almost there. Almost at the end, guys. Hello, it is Mew, and it is the final update of 50k Novel November. Today's quote is this: Corvia bent down and stroked the deer. It's okay, you're alright. Thank you for your sacrifice. We will honor you by not letting any part of you go to waste. She softly spoke. I wrote a total of 711 words, and I figure since this is the end, I'll tell you the total stats. So, I wrote a total for all of the 3 projects I was working on for 50k Novel November. I wrote 50,010 words total. For Blinding Light, apparently I wrote 20,000 exactly on the dot. For the Cut Face Woman, 1,405, and then the rest, 28,595, was for the Man-Eating Spider. So, next, so for Blinding Light, because it's a spin-off of a spin-off, I'm probably not going to be working on this for a while. It's hard to say what things I'm going to keep and what things I'm going to change from this draft, so we'll just have to wait for a later date for that. For the Cut Face Woman, since I actually finally finished that, because I was actually working on that for fun, not even I have to work on this, it's more like, I'm having so much fun, let's work on it. The plan is to submit that onto Critique Circle, which, it's a critique swap website. I don't know if I've mentioned it in this video or anywhere else before, but I'll probably make a video on it at some point. I don't know when or what it'll be like, but, So, I plan to submit the rest of the Cut Face Woman on that, finish the first draft, and I'll do the same thing I'm doing with Kingdoms 1 at some point, where I'll, read through everything and stuff, but I'm probably gonna wait to do that read-through stuff until, I finish dealing with, Book 1 and Book 2 of Kingdoms, Keiko Kurumi is a side project. It's a secondary project. I want to put the focus on kingdoms. So I don't know when or where I'm actually gonna like put more focus on it. Hopefully eventually. And then for the man-eating spider, there's a lot of decisions and like things I did that I don't particularly like. So I'm probably gonna wait to work on that once I retool book 1 of Keiko Kurumiya. And yeah, that's it. I also took a bit of a regular art hiatus to focus on Nanowrimo, which was actually a good idea. Last year I was drawing and writing, and it was not so fun. But I had fun with 50K Novel November. I am excited to do art more regularly again. It was a nice break though. I can't remember a time where I really took a break like that. Because, yeah, I have not really had a break quite like that in quite a while. But I enjoyed it. This was a good 50K Novel November for me. Yeah. Is there anything else? No. Oh, and I figure, let's talk about the project I worked on last year, which was Kingdoms 2. I think for Nano or 50K Novel November, I completely wrote 19 chapters and started 20. At some point, I finished that and finished 21, and I think I started chapter 22 as well. I don't know when that was, but because I am focusing on Kingdoms 1, I'm not really working on Kingdoms 2. It was kind of just sitting there for a long time, but I am posting it onto Critique Circle, and I hope I can do like a first like edit through, except now with the way I'm doing the first book of Kingdoms, I hope the way I edit it will make it so it's like better the second draft. Basically, I'm gonna edit in a less stupid way. I was kind of interrupted. We're almost clocking in at 1 hour, so I'll try to make this end thing quick. But yeah, that was my experience for 50K Novel November 2024. I think in the future, I think the method of my way of doing it this year was a lot better than last year. But also last year I was still in school, so that kind of affected how I did things. But I think for 2025, I do hope to do another video to this, but I hope in 2025 it can be more collaborative. And by that I mean, I would like to make a section on my Discord channel, which link should be in the description below. I want to include the Discord server, have people chat about their progress. I am also involved in my former Nanowrimo like regional writing group. The lady that runs it like made this thing on Trackbear. You like sign up and you can track your progress and compare with everyone else, and it's great, and I like that. I would like to do something similar with that, make it so it's like more community involved and stuff. So next year, before I like do this big Nanowrimo video, or 50K Novel November. Sorry, I'm still not used to saying that. I'll probably, like, 2 weeks before 50K Novel November, I'll just make a short, sweet video just being like, hey, I'm gonna do 50K Novel November, yeah. But that's about it for Nanowrimo. Normally I would say read my stories, but they're kind of not in a great state. I'll let you know when I think they're in a better state to be read. And usually for the fan art section, at least last I checked, I mostly just like put them at the end while I'm rambling. But I also just want to talk about this fan art my friend my friend Kit made for me. They made me this really awesome, well actually this is a commission. It was like a late birthday present for myself. And they drew my Pookie Bears. They drew Katharina and Takahiro, because I have a weird obsession. I don't If you haven't watched my videos before, they're the villains in Kingdoms, and God, they're not great people, but I'm so their relationship is like so fun to like think about and write about. And Kit did such an amazing job. I am in awe of their art style, and they're so cool. If you're looking for people to commission, Kit is one of the people I think you should commission. Their art is so good, and also, but also they're my friends, so like, a little bit of a bias here. But yeah. Thank you for watching this video, which will definitely be an hour long at this point. And then, if you're looking for people to commission, consider my friend Kit, because you're awesome. Love you, Kit, if you're watching this. Oh, well. Ha, look at this loser. Look at Mimikin. Look at this loser. This cheesy little guy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping now. Thanks for watching. There will be another 50k novel November video next year, hopefully. Still trying to get back into the routine of like having a constant video every 2 weeks. I hope I can get back into that. Yeah, that's it now. I'm actually gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching.